In at number 10, Jennifer Grey. The legendary Dirty Dancer star was known for her unique nose that really made her stand out from the crowd. However, in 1989, after she became a huge star, she decided to get a nose job and made her nose look like every other big star back then. And sadly, her career shrank alongside her nose. Her nose job was actually pretty minor, but because her nose was so distinct, it made her completely unrecognizable. She said about the regrettable procedure, quote, "I went into the operating room a celebrity and came out anonymous." And because nobody really recognized her anymore, she didn't have the star power that movies were looking for, and she stopped landing roles as a result. And at number 9, Dana Delaney. Dana Delaney took her career to new heights after she starred in the hit sitcom Desperate Housewives for a number of seasons. I think I've said on the channel before that is literally one of my all-time favorite shows. However, after the show ended, she decided to try some Botox, which sadly stopped her career in its tracks. Apparently, her dermatologist was telling her to try it because he had such great results with his other clients. But quote, "He injected my forehead, hit a nerve, and created a huge hematoma," adding quote, "The nerve has been dead ever since. It affected the muscle in my right eye, so my right eye has started to droop a little bit." Thankfully, she did start working again eventually, however it did take a while for her to regain her confidence to be on screen. And at number 8, Tara Reid. Tara Reid underwent multiple plastic surgeries after she starred in a few hit movies, including American Pie and the Pussycat Dolls. In 2004, after many of the surgeries were botched, she was forced to undergo corrective surgeries in 2007. She told Us Weekly, quote, "I had a hernia, this huge bump right next to my belly button. As a result, I couldn't wear a bikini. I lost a lot of work." After these botched surgeries, she was unable to land the same high caliber projects that she had before, and she was only considered for spoof movies like Sharknado. She told People in 2008, quote, "In my American Pie days, everyone was kissing my butt. I didn't realize how good I had it," adding that she's terrified of getting surgery ever again. And at number 7, Reed Ewing. While Modern Family actor Reed Ewing was suffering from body dysmorphia, he underwent several cosmetic procedures, all of which he regretted. He told the Huffington Post that after all the swelling from the surgeries went down, the results were not at all what he expected, adding quote, "I vowed I would never get cosmetic surgery again, even though I was still deeply insecure about my looks. It took me about 6 months before I was comfortable with people even looking at me. I wish I could go back and undo all those surgeries." And while he was recovering from the swelling and trying to come to terms with his new look, he stopped working. And at number 6, Lisa Rinna. I know Lisa Rinna best as a cast member on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. However, many fans of the show might not know that she had a budding acting career early on that was cut short because of bad plastic surgery. We all know that Lisa is famous for her big lips, but she became unrecognizable in the mid-80s after one of her lip injections went wrong. She said while on the Today Show that she decided to get silicone injected into her lips when she was only 24 years old, adding that it was a stupid thing to do. However, she said that more recently her lips were getting yucky, so she asked a doctor to remove as much of the silicone as they could. A lot of people speculate that her large lips cost her a lot of work in Hollywood, and that's why she was only ever cast in small roles. She also told MomLogic.com, quote, "When you change your face, you don't look like yourself. Looking fresher is one thing, I looked like a freak. I always said I wouldn't change my face, but I did." Halfway number 5, Michael Jackson. Of course, the thing that actually stopped Michael Jackson's career in its tracks was his untimely death, but he will always be known as the king of pop. But before that, his reputation started to take a nasty turn due to botched plastic surgeries along with multiple media scandals. It's rumored that he underwent countless nose jobs as well as skin bleaching. However, Jackson claims to have vitiligo, and that's why his skin lightened over time. When asked about a nose job, Jackson told Martin Bashir, quote, "I've had no plastic surgery on my face, just my nose. It helped me breathe better so I can hit higher notes. I've had 2 nose jobs as I can remember."
You know, you've physically changed, haven't you? The photographs of you, if I look at them.
No, it's called adolescence. It's called growing and changing.
Yeah, but even the shape of your face has changed.
No, it's not. I've had no plastic surgery on my face, just my nose.
However, many plastic surgeons speculate that he had far more than just 2 nose jobs, and he developed nasal cripples due to his lack of tissue to breathe through. And at number 4, Jamie Lee Curtis. Obviously, Jamie Lee Curtis still has a phenomenal career and she's so talented that she won't be finishing acting until she decides to be. However, her career did have a temporary setback after she decided to undergo some procedures to stop signs of aging. In a 2002 interview, Curtis admitted to having several procedures including lipo and Botox. However, she hated all of it. She admitted the thing that really took a toll on her appearance was surgery she had on her under eye bags, telling the Telegraph, quote, 10 years ago I had fat taken from underneath my eyes because I was on a movie and I was puffy. I remember the cameraman saying, quote, I can't shoot her right now. She says that she was absolutely mortified and had to remember that when you take fat from one place, it will come back in a different place. However, she stopped the procedures and has not looked back since. And at number 3, Farrah Abraham. Farrah got her start on Teen Mom, where she developed a loyal following. After the show ended, Farrah decided to undergo multiple plastic surgery procedures and altered her appearance. The procedures went so badly that she actually appeared on BOTCHED in 2015 to get help. On the show, she discussed lip implants that went horribly wrong, even showing a picture of her horribly swollen lips. She also discussed that the anesthesia didn't keep her under during the procedure, telling the show that she could feel everything, and she could tell her lip was getting horribly puffy. She even claimed that she wanted to go into plastic surgery after all of her procedures, but that hasn't happened. Farrah is very well known in the reality TV space, however her procedures have made her a constant target for social media hate. And at number 2, Cher. Cher couldn't ruin her career if she tried to, of course, she is a legend, but her botched breast augmentation took a major toll on her confidence, which affected her performances for a brief time. After the botched procedure, she told People, quote, it was a nightmare, adding, quote, they were really botched in every way. If anything, they were worse than before. However, Cher is not regretful of her procedures, and she admitted to having a facelift, even calling herself the plastic surgery poster girl. And finally, number 1, Daryl Hannah. Splash actress Daryl Hannah has denied having any work done, even though it's very clear her face has changed considerably over the years. It's been rumored that she's had work done on her lips, eyes, and cheeks. Her face has become unnaturally puffy over the years, especially around her cheeks. Her lips are also much larger than before. When speaking about surgery, she denied it, saying that it makes people, quote, look like Muppets. Since her facial modifications, her career has dried up considerably. And at number 10, Paul Stanley. The Kiss frontman looks very different now than when the band was in its height, and people think the change is due to cosmetic procedures. It's rumored that he had a nose job, facelift, along with other fillers and Botox. Some evidence also suggests he may have underwent an eyebrow lift and a lip job. Stanley has only admitted to one procedure, and that was an ear reconstructive surgery. He got this because he was born with a condition, microtia, which caused him to not have a right ear. While speaking with SiriusXM's Jim and Sam video interviews, Stanley also admitted to having his rotator cuffs repaired, along with a hip replacement and cartilage repaired in his knees, but nothing related to his appearance. And at number 9, Michaela Romanini. For many years, she was one of Italy's biggest stars and was titled one of the most beautiful women in the country, but after getting many cosmetic procedures, she was left looking completely unrecognizable from her former self. We're not sure exactly what procedures that she's gotten, but it's clear her lips, eyes, and skin look drastically different. Some media outlets even say she looks like an alien. But even with all the criticism around her looks, she apparently does not regret any of her procedures. Some reports even claim she is now addicted to surgery, specifically lip collagen injections. And at number 8, Kenny Rogers. The late Kenny Rogers decided to undergo cosmetic surgery, and it changed his appearance so drastically that it really hurt his confidence. He told CBS host Gayle King in 2012, quote, I was trying to hide myself. I had the money to do it and I had time off. It was one of those things that I think everybody's like, you look at yourself and you go, could I be better if I did this or I did that? Adding that he regrets doing anything, and he's always very curious as to what he would have looked like without it. He also said that the changes in his appearance did not affect his music or singing voice, but rather his confidence to get on stage and make music. He even cancelled some shows during his 2018 farewell tour because he was battling health challenges, which some speculated was due to the surgeries. His worst procedure was a botched eyelid lift. He said about the procedure in 2006, quote, I'm not happy about it, it drives me crazy. And at number 7, Joan Rivers. The late Joan Rivers is a comedy legend, and she's been very open about the countless cosmetic procedures she underwent through the years. Just some of the procedures that she's admitted to include a facelift, neck lift, and eyelid surgery. However, she passed away at the age of 81 due to complications with a cosmetic procedure. Her daughter Melissa spoke about the tragedy in a memoir that she wrote about her mother called The Book of Joan, Tales of Mirth, Mischief, and Manipulation. In the book, Melissa states that Joan received 348 cosmetic procedures over her lifetime because she was always insecure about her looks. Melissa also appeared on the Today Show and spoke about her mother's tragic death following complications during a throat surgery. saying, quote, "In my opinion, it was 100% preventable." Melissa actually filed a lawsuit against the clinic, saying they were not prepared and very unprofessional. And at number 6, Priscilla Presley. Priscilla Presley has no signs of aging on her face, even though she is 76 years old. But she does look completely unrecognizable from her former self. Some say this is due to botched procedures over the years. A few years back, she revealed that low-grade silicone was injected into her face, the type that mechanics use to grease car parts. This was done by fraudulent doctor, Dr. Daniel Serrano, who was later sent to prison for his illegal tactics. A rep for Priscilla said, quote, "Priscilla Presley was one of many documented victims of Dr. Serrano. An investigation which uncovered his misconduct ultimately led to his imprisonment. Ms. Presley dealt with this matter years ago and everything is now well." However, one doctor does not think the botched injections explain her puffy, waxy face, and he insisted that this is due to repeated laser treatments and Botox. One commenter wrote about her look, quote, "What has Priscilla Presley done to her face? It looks like she has a scary mask on." Halfway number 5, Khloe Kardashian. When the Kardashian sisters first started their rise to fame, Khloe seemed to always be the odd one out. She was constantly referred to as the ugly duckling of the family. But as time went on, Khloe did her best to reverse that image by getting multiple plastic surgeries to change her face and body. Her body even became such a point of conversation that she started the show Revenge Body. The whole premise of the show is that people use Khloe's help to transform their bodies along with their lives. However, there was a lot of controversy around the show and Khloe giving workout advice because many are convinced that Khloe got her killer body with surgery. This is because her body is an entirely different shape than before and it definitely doesn't look natural. Things got even worse when an unedited photo of Khloe's body was leaked and she reacted by trying to get it taken off the internet, proving she's not even happy with her body unless it's edited. And at number 4, Courtney Love. Courtney Love is best known as the singer for the band Hole as well as the widow of Kurt Cobain. However, she also has a reputation for significantly changing her looks through plastic surgery. She started off with a grunge punk aesthetic but slowly changed up the classic Hollywood look. Her most noticeable change has been her nose job. Love has admitted that she has changed her look significantly since she was the poster child for 90s grunge. She got her lips injected and had a nose job, but now she says that she regrets it. It's also changed the way that her fans look at her, and they really don't like that she's so different than before. And at number 3, Vivica A. Fox. Fox was a popular actress in the 90s, starring in movies like Set It Off and Two Can Play That Game. She also did a lot of modeling and was known for her sweet and classic look. However, things changed in her career when she decided to get some work done. It drastically changed her look. Most noticeably was a nose job and some fillers. Since her career took a huge hit after her face had noticeably changed, we can assume the changes put a big damper on her career. And since she's only appeared in a few movies since, as well as being on The Celebrity Apprentice, I guess that could hold true. And at number 2, Donatella Versace. Donatella got her fame through running high-end fashion brand Versace with her late brother, Gianni. And in the decades since she's been a public figure, her face has changed considerably. Most would say for the worse. Over time, she's become unrecognizable, with her nose and lips changing the most. It's gotten so bad that Donatella has landed herself on pretty much every worst plastic surgery list that there is. Donatella is only admitted to getting Botox, nothing more, so she is not admitted to regretting any of her procedures. But since her reputation has taken such a hit because of her changing face, we can assume it's had a negative impact on her career as well. At the very least, it's made her less respected by the public. And finally, number 1, Adrienne Bailon. The Real host and former Disney Channel star has opened up about regretting her decision to get breast implants in her teens. She told E! News in 2014, quote, "When I was 19 years old, I actually did get breast implants. Probably one of my greatest regrets. I went from having an insecurity that I didn't have big breasts to now looking like an adult film star. And I was like, this isn't great." She also revealed that she got the procedure right before she was set to film Cheetah Girls 2, and it was quite a shock for Disney executives. But she says the implants did not last and she decided to get them taken out shortly after. She also added that the implants stretched out her skin, adding, quote, "It was not the smartest decision for my career and just for myself. It was wanting to feel like a woman. Thankfully, she was able to fix things and has had a great career so far. I love her on The Real." And at number 10, Dorit Kemsley. Dorit Kemsley has starred on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills since season 7, and her face has changed considerably since she's been in the spotlight. If you look even further back, Dorit looks unrecognizable from her younger self, leading many to believe she's had lots of cosmetic enhancements. Dorit addressed these rumors in a recent Instagram AMA. When asked if she'd ever had plastic surgery, she responded, quote, "The only plastic surgery that I've had done is my boobs. It drives me crazy when people say I've had plastic surgery on my face. I've done filler and Botox and I work with masterful makeup artists who can transform your face." She has also addressed this topic in multiple reunions for the show. In last year's reunion, she said she thinks it's comical when people claim that she's had a facelift or a bunch of surgeries. She also revealed in this year's reunion that she's never had a nose job. But honestly, a lot of fans do not believe her. And at number 9, Courtney Cox. Courtney Cox was at the center of plastic surgery rumors when she all of a sudden looked unrecognizable from her former self. Courtney addressed the rumors and revealed that she did not have plastic surgery, but she did get fillers and Botox every now and then, which led to layers and layers of changes that she just didn't like. Cox told New Beauty, quote, "I've had all my fillers dissolved. I'm as natural as I can be. I feel better because I look like myself. I think that I now look more like the person that I was. I hope I do." And at number 8, Janice Dickinson. Janice Dickinson has been deemed the world's first supermodel, starting her career very early, then transitioning into reality TV and publishing. But as she got older, her looks changed in ways that she didn't like, and she started to get procedures to stay younger. She admitted that she got her first cosmetic procedure at the age of 33. In an interview with ABC News, Janice revealed all her procedures. Quote, "Brow lift, yes, I've had my brow lifted." She said, "I was getting a bit of sag coming down my face, so I lifted them up. Yes, I've had collagen put in, injections. It's for the fine lines on the face." Because of all her cosmetic work, she looks unrecognizable from who we knew in her modeling days. And at number 7, Melanie Griffith. Melanie Griffith says she didn't realize how much she had changed from her cosmetic enhancements until she heard what fans were saying about her appearance. She said, quote, "I didn't realize until people started saying, 'Oh my god, what has she done?' I was so hurt I went to a different doctor and he started dissolving all of the shit this other woman doctor had put in. Hopefully I look more normal now." Melanie also spoke about how her many divorces and substance abuse affected not only her life but her appearance as well. But following her split from Antonio Banderas, she says she's in a healthy place and is hanging out with her girlfriends. And at number 6, Tara Reid. Tara Reid underwent multiple plastic surgeries after she starred a few hit movies, including American Pie and the Pussycat Dolls. In 2004, after many of the surgeries were botched, she was forced to undergo corrective surgeries in 2007. She told Us Weekly, quote, "I had a hernia, this huge bump next to my belly button. As a result, I couldn't wear a bikini. I lost a lot of work." After the botched surgery, she was unable to land the same high caliber projects that she had once before, and she was only considered for spoof movies like Sharknado. She told People in 2008, quote, "In my American Pie days, everyone was kissing my butt. I didn't realize how good I had it." Now she's terrified of ever getting surgery or cosmetic enhancements again. Halfway number 5, Jocelyn Wildenstein. Jocelyn Wildenstein is a prime example of someone who took plastic surgery too far and now regrets it. Before her botched procedures, she was a beautiful model known for her natural beauty, but now she's known as the Catwoman. Jocelyn apparently started changing her appearance to make her husband happy, and she even modeled her look after big cats because her late husband was a big cat lover, specifically modeling her eyes after a lynx. Over the years, she's gotten surgery on her eyes to make them look more cat-like, as well as receiving brow and face lifts, injections, implants, and more. Because of all this work, she's unrecognizable from her former self and hasn't been cast in anything since. And at number 4, Janice Dickinson. Janice Dickinson was one of the world's first supermodels, moving from modeling to reality TV and publishing. But as she got older, she got concerned about aging and started getting cosmetic enhancements to stay young. Now she's made herself totally different, and nobody wants to hire her anymore. She admitted that she got her first cosmetic procedure at the age of 33. In an interview with ABC News, Janice revealed all her procedures. Quote, "Brow lift, yes, I've had my brow lifted. I was getting a little bit of sag coming down my face, so they lifted it up. Yes, I've had collagen put in, injections. It's for the fine lines on my face." Most notably, her mouth is stretched out and sagging and looks completely botched. And at number 3, Katie Price. British model Katie Price has been vocal about how much she regrets her cosmetic enhancements, even saying at one point she felt like she looked like a monster. Katie has revealed some of the procedures that she's received over the years, and they include a full body liposuction, eye and lip lifts, liposuction under her chin, and fat injected into her bum. Apparently during one of her procedures, there was a complication that could have cost her life. At that point, she realized these cosmetic enhancements were not worth it, and the repeated procedures had put her life in danger. She said at one point she was asking herself what the hell that she'd done, adding, quote, "I've gone to hell and back. It was horrific. Oh my god, I look like a monster out of a horror movie." Katie was reportedly all natural until the age of 30, then she started getting numerous procedures to stop the signs of aging. And at number 2, Charlotte Crosby. The Geordie Shore star has been getting surgery ever since she got on TV and has changed drastically. It's at the point where some fans are worried that she may have a surgery addiction. Charlotte's openly admitted that she had a nose job back in 2016. She also admits to getting lip filler once a year and getting a boob job to correct a medical condition she she was born with that gave her a quote uniboob. At first, Charlotte hid her rhinoplasty from fans, but then weeks later she posted a YouTube vlog about the entire process. But fans think that Charlotte doesn't disclose everything that she's had done and still keeps some of it hidden. After she posted photos from a holiday she took to Brazil, the comments accused her of getting more work done. At this point, fans feel she will never be satisfied with the way she looks. And finally, number 1, Christina Aguilera. In 2018, Christina stepped out with an entirely new appearance, which got fans talking. Her face looked very puffy and swollen, potentially from too much filler. Surgeons and fans had tons of reactions to her new look. One plastic surgeon said, quote, "Christina may have the appearance of fuller cheeks due to increased volume from fillers such as Voluma or Restylane." Another said, quote, "I believe that Christina's puffiness can be attributed to overfilled facial fillers like Bellafill or Voluma. She probably tried to fill out any wrinkles and give her face some youthful fullness." In 2015, it was also reported that Christina got a nose job. One surgeon said that he believes her doctor used cartilage to rebuild her nose after her first nose job was botched. And at number 10, Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke was a very successful actor, but after multiple botched surgeries, his career took a hit. In the early 90s, Rourke decided to take a break from his acting career and pursue a boxing career. He was a good fighter and actually won all his matches, but his face paid the real price. After facial damage from the boxing, he underwent multiple surgeries to look how he had before. However, the botched surgeries temporarily hurt his acting prospects. He told the Daily Mail about the surgeries, quote, "Most of it was to mend the mess of my face because of the boxing, but I went to the wrong guy to put my face back together," saying that he broke his nose twice and had 5 surgeries to repair it, along with a smashed cheekbone. After correcting a lot of the surgery, Rourke's career is beginning to pick up once again. And at number 9, Meg Ryan. Meg Ryan was America's sweetheart for many years, starring in classics like Sleepless in Seattle and When Harry Met Sally. But after many years in the spotlight, her look started to change around 2003. She got a lot of hate for her changing appearance, along with media scrutiny surrounding her divorce from Dennis Quaid. All this together severely damaged her career and her girl next door image. One plastic surgeon suggested that she had fat transferred or filler put into her cheeks because her cheeks move when she smiles. He went on to add, quote, "The tip of her nose looks more pinched, so it's very possible that she had some sort of rhinoplasty. There's definitely volume in her lips as well. She's had too much Botox in the forehead. The surgery that most dramatically changes the shape of the face is a facelift." So clearly they believe that Meg had a lot of work done. All the media scrutiny around her looks ultimately made her leave the business. And at number 8, Lara Flynn Boyle. Boyle was stunning in the 90s when she acted on shows like Twin Peaks and The Practice, but in the early 2000s her face started to change for the worst, specifically her lips. After her lips started to look very unnatural, her work started to dry up. Since 2006 her work has dwindled and she mainly guest stars in TV roles. There is some debate as to whether her botched surgeries have been the reason for her career's decline or if it's due to the lack of age diversity in Hollywood. She told one news outlet, quote, "I know I may be running out of time, there are just not that many roles for older women. On a vanity level, I am not looking forward to aging at all. I think I look pretty good now." And at number 7, Melanie Griffith. Melanie Griffith had a phenomenal career, even landing her an Oscar in 1988 for Working Girl. But that changed quickly when she started getting facial modifications around 1995. Sources with the Daily Mail say she got some sort of filler in her lips, as well as a facelift. After the work, she didn't land many roles. When asked if she thought the procedures harmed her career, she told Porter magazine, quote, "No, I didn't realize until people started saying, 'Oh my god, what has she done?' Adding, quote, "I was so hurt. I went to a different doctor and he started dissolving everything that this other woman doctor had put in. Hopefully I look a lot more normal now." Then speaking in 2012, she said the media scrutiny was so bad that she didn't even want to face the public anymore. And at number 6, Joan Van Ark. Soap actress Joan Van Ark stopped her career in its tracks when she started to get work done in the late 2000s. And it seemed like directly after people started noticing her facial modifications, she was cut from The Young and the Restless in 2005. Since then she's only acted in small roles like voiceover work and TV movies. Dr. Anthony Yoon gave his opinion on what she's had done. Quote, "I suspect she's had at least 1 facelift, if not 2, causing her neckline and jawline to look tight. Her forehead is smooth and wrinkle-free, a possible consequence of a brow lift and Botox." He also believes that she's had chemical peels and skin lasering, which did not turn out as anticipated. He thinks that she can restore her natural beauty if she stops the invasive procedures. Halfway at number 5, Bella Hadid. Bella Hadid was voted the most beautiful person in the world at one point, but it's hard to believe she's all natural. Bella never talks about the work she's had done, but from before and after pictures it's clear that she's had a lot of enhancements. During a 2018 interview, she responded to comments about her plastic surgery, saying, quote, "People think I got all this surgery or did this or that, and you know what? We can do a scan of my face, darling. I'm scared of putting fillers into my lips. I wouldn't want to mess up my face." But with the before and afters that we have, it's hard to claim that it's all puberty. The most common surgeries that have been rumored are a nose job, cat eye, eyebrow lift, and either fillers or surgery to sharpen her face.
At number 4, Priscilla Presley. This is by far the worst plastic surgery story out there because not only did Priscilla end up botched, but she also drastically changed her looks. Priscilla Presley, the wife of the late Elvis Presley, suffered through a plastic surgery nightmare when she went in to receive injectables from a very unreliable source. Priscilla had begun dabbling in plastic surgery, undergoing a few procedures such as injections and facelifts, but when she fell victim to an unlicensed cosmetic surgeon, that's when things got really bad. This unlicensed professional gave Priscilla injections in her cheeks and used products and techniques that were unapproved. To make matters worse, it turned out that the silicone that this so-called doctor used on Priscilla was not medical grade and was instead a substance similar to that which mechanics use for car parts. Thankfully, Priscilla got justice against this doctor, and the individual who performed these procedures got jail time, but sadly Priscilla as well as a handful of other people were left as botched victims of this mad doctor, and Priscilla's looks were never the same.
And at number 3, LaToya Jackson. LaToya Jackson has had major plastic surgery over the years. It's to a point that her past self is completely unrecognizable. The most noticeable procedure LaToya's had is a nose job. It was reported in 2017 that she was allegedly one nose job away from completely losing her nose. Experts say that the outer flare of her nostrils have been overly narrowed to a point of near disappearance. Another doctor even claimed that every surgery that LaToya gets in the future carries the risk of her face collapsing due to all the damage from past procedures. Her skin tone is also much lighter than before, and it's rumored that she has bleached her skin.
At number 2, Mickey Rourke. For a long time, people have made some pretty harsh comments about Mickey Rourke's face. In his early career, he was praised for having a baby face and boyish charm, but now, not so much. A lot of people believe that he doesn't look anything like he used to, and a lot of that has to do with his botched plastic surgery. Mickey has spoken out about his altered appearance, saying that boxing is really what caused things to go downhill for him. Because he went in for reconstructive surgery from things that had been damaged through boxing, his face has never been the same. Speaking further on this, Mickey said, quote, "Most of it was to mend the mess of my face because of boxing, but I went to the wrong guy to put my face back together. I had my nose broken twice, I had 5 operations on my nose, and 1 on a smashed cheekbone." End quote. If Mickey had gone to someone else for these procedures, maybe things would have been different.
And finally, number 1, Cardi B. Cardi B started out as a reality TV star and turned into a Grammy-winning rapper. Since she's been in the spotlight for so long, it's clear she's gone under the knife to change how she looks. She's not hiding it either. Cardi often talks about her surgeries. She was even forced to put some of her concerts on hold to recover from plastic surgery. She had complications from liposuction and was still in the process of recovering from breast implants, so her feet started to swell uncontrollably, making her unable to perform. When critics called her lazy for getting the lipo, she said she doesn't have time to work out. Cardi has also gotten implants in her butt to give her an hourglass figure, and it's speculated that she's gotten some Botox and filler as well. And at number 10, Courtney Cox. The legendary Friends actor finally gave in to pressures to get filler and Botox, and she hated the result that it had on her face. She said that she would get some sort of filler here and there, but she didn't realize that they were all basically layering on top of each other, which led to a look that she hated. When speaking about the procedures, she told New Beauty, quote, "I've had all my fillers dissolved. I'm as natural as I can be. I feel better because I look like myself. I think that I now look more like the person that I was. I hope I do." She also made the change back to natural for her work, explaining her face didn't have the natural movement with the fillers, adding, quote, "You need movement in your face, especially if you have thin skin like I do. Those aren't wrinkles, they're smile lines. I've had to learn to embrace movement and realize that fillers are not my friend." And at number 9, Heidi Montag. The Hill star is famous for going overboard with plastic surgery. She infamously turned her girl next door look into that of a Barbie doll. She even underwent a whopping performing 10 procedures in one day in 2010, putting her health at risk. Montag revealed years later that she regretted making so many changes to her body, saying, quote, "I was definitely way in over my head. I kind of wanted a few enhancements and then it kind of got out of hand. I wasn't really told the repercussions and what would happen, emotionally and physically, and the pain I would be in. I was kind of in shock." Following all her plastic surgery procedures, that was all anybody knew her for, and she was no longer cast in any projects that were not related to her cosmetic enhancements. And at number 8, Scott Carrot Top Thompson. Carrot Top is no stranger to worst celebrity plastic surgery lists, and his appearance has changed considerably over the years. One doctor told MakeMeHeal.com that it appears as though Thompson has undergone a brow lift along with Botox injections, lip plumping, and laser peels, which is proved by his disappearing freckles. It's also been speculated that he's taken steroids and they are responsible for his buff appearance, but he denies getting anything done. When speaking about it in 2015, he told Florida Today, quote, "I never had any plastic surgery. I can see why people think that because I got really big for a while, but I never got any work done. I mean, if I was going to have plastic surgery, I would look better than this." Carrot Top has had incredible success in his career, specifically in Vegas, but some say his career could be still thriving if not for his changing appearance. And at number 7, Yolanda Hadid. While Yolanda was battling her Lyme disease, she decided to reverse every cosmetic procedure that she could to be completely natural. This all took place when she was filming The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, so it was captured on the show. First, she decided to get her breast implants removed and then remove all of her fillers. She shared the news with her Instagram followers, writing in the caption of her post that she was, quote, 55 and smiling from the inside out, finally back to the original 1964, living in a body free of breast implants, fillers, Botox extensions, and all the BS I thought I needed in order to keep up with what society conditioned me to believe a sexy woman should look like until the toxicity of it almost killed me. Because of her desire to live life naturally in every way possible, she's also stepped back from working. And at number 6, Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner is known for her signature pout that she achieved with the help of fillers. And with those lips, she became a billionaire, selling lip kits so people could try and achieve the lips that Kylie had. But Kylie actually regretted how large she made her lips at one point. While the sisters were being interviewed by Allure, Kylie revealed their lips got way too big. Apparently her sisters even had to set her straight and tell her to relax on the filler. And even though it can be argued that Kylie's cosmetic procedures brought her career to new heights, it's all anyone can talk about when discussing the star now. And plastic surgery and fillers will likely be linked to her forever. Halfway at number 5, Nikki Cox. Actress Nikki Cox was one of the hottest stars in TV in the late 1990s and early 2000s, but her career faded after some botched cosmetic procedures. The biggest difference seems to be her large lips and tight face. Some paparazzi photos of her were leaked in 2013, showing her looking much different than the woman that we had seen on screen, and many outlets called her botched and unrecognizable. One plastic surgeon gave his opinion on her look. He speculated that she didn't go under the knife, but claimed her shocking look is due to botched filler. And at number 4, Donatella Versace. Donatella got her fame through running high-end fashion brand Versace with her late brother Gianni, and in the decades since she's been a public figure, her face has changed considerably, most would say for the worse. Over time, she's become unrecognizable, with her nose and lips changing the most. It's gotten so bad that Donatella has landed herself on pretty much every worst plastic surgery list that there is. Donatella has only admitted to getting Botox, nothing more, so she hasn't admitted to regretting any of her procedures. When asked about her different look, she said, quote, "I'm not like this genetically. I use tons of cream and take care of my hair and skin." And at number 3, Ronnie Ortiz Magro. Back in the day, the men of Jersey Shore were known for their chiseled abs and tan skin. But as time has gone on, the men have not been able to keep up with their strict diet and workout regimen, and they've lost the six-packs that they were known for. In 2019, Ronnie revealed he underwent liposuction to enhance his six-pack after welcoming his daughter Ariana the year before. While he was on the show called The Doctors, he said, quote, "A year ago to the day, my life completely changed. I had a little baby girl, she's like my guardian angel, and now I can't spend 2 or 3 hours in the gym every day like I used to." The procedure was a laser high-definition liposuction of the abdomen, which defined the area around his six-pack. And at number 2, Dolores Catania. The Real Housewives of New Jersey star went through multiple plastic surgeries since she became a star. She admitted to getting tummy tuck surgery, breast augmentation, facelift, liposuction, and a Brazilian butt lift. She revealed it actually put a strain on her relationship because her boyfriend did not support it at first. On the Getting Real with the Housewives podcast, she said, quote, "He was really angry. He was so mad at me and he didn't let up on it. I let him be mad for a little while and then I had to say, listen, you either live with it or we just have to move on." And finally at number 1, Larissa dos Santos Lima. The 90 Day Fiancé star revealed an entirely new look in September of 2020 after she allegedly spent $72,000 on cosmetic enhancements. These procedures included a nose job, liposuction, and breast and butt augmentation. She spoke about the procedures on an episode of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After, where she said, quote, "I lose weight, I did butt to make it bigger, I did Botox, I did my nose, I did my lips, I did my cheekbones, I did my chin. I am a new woman and I feel very happy." With all the cosmetic enhancements, she looks unrecognizable from how she looked before the show. And at number 10, Jessica Simpson. Throughout her career, Jessica Simpson has changed a lot, at some points looking unrecognizable from her former self. Many credited the change in her appearance to simple weight gain, while others speculated that she got cosmetic work done. But we now know that Jessica was suffering with alcoholism that caused a dramatic change in her appearance. Jessica decided to speak about this part of her past in a recent Instagram photo. In the long caption, she describes how she looked unrecognizable during her battle with alcoholism. In the photo, her face looks incredibly puffy and inflamed. She explained the photo was from 2017 at the height of her addiction. She said in part, quote, "This person in the early morning of November 1st, 2017 is an unrecognizable version of myself. I had so much self-discovery to unlock and explore. And now fans understand why she took time away from the spotlight in the last few years." And at number 9, Sharon Osbourne. Sharon Osbourne is no stranger to plastic surgery, and she's used procedures to stop the aging process along with helping her lose weight. But she's had a love-hate relationship with the enhancements, and back in 2013 she revealed she was done with surgery altogether. But that went out the window in 2019 when she revealed that she got another facelift, making it her 4th ever. Sharon's most famous procedure took place in 1999, and she lost over 100 pounds after she underwent gastric bypass surgery. In 2007, Sharon admitted at that time that she had spent roughly $530,000 on cosmetic surgeries and enhancements, and obviously that's clear with the change in her appearance. And at number 8, Rumer Willis. After Rumer stepped out looking very different from her usual self, fans speculated that she went under the knife. It was rumored that she received a nose job, reduced her chin, and had lip injections, but she denies getting any work done. In 2014, Rumer told Entertainment Tonight that although she wasn't against plastic surgery, she had never had anything herself, saying, quote, "If I choose to do something myself, it's because I've thought about it. If it's going to make me feel better, I won't be ashamed of the choices that I make." But she then claimed that she has not gotten plastic surgery, even though some reports stated that she had. Apparently she thought about surgery when she was younger and getting bullied, but now she owns her flaws. And at number 7, Dolores Catania. The Real Housewives of New Jersey star went through multiple plastic surgeries since she was cast on reality TV. During part 1 of the show's reunion episode, she revealed that she got a full plastic surgery makeover ahead of the reunion. She's admitted to getting tummy tuck surgery, breast augmentation, facelift, liposuction, and a Brazilian butt lift in the past. Then on the reunion, she says she got a quote new vagina along with a full body lipo, saying that she got lipo on her arms, legs, and taking that fat and putting it in her butt, along with getting Botox and fillers. She even claimed that she probably gets the most plastic surgery out of any of the housewives, saying she needs to look her best for the cameras. And at number 6, Larissa Dos Santos Lima. The 90 Day Fiancé star revealed an entirely new look in September of 2020 after she allegedly spent $72,000 on cosmetic enhancements. She's even said that she's addicted to plastic surgery in 2019, telling Us Weekly, quote, "I admit it, I'm addicted to cosmetic procedures. My dream is to have big breast implants, which would be my first actual cosmetic surgery." Her fans are not the only people that claim she looks unrecognizable. Her ex-husband, Colt Johnson, reacted to her change in appearance in July of 2020, saying, quote, "I don't recognize her. I mean, I looked at the wedding photos I have of her and was like, this is not the same person." On an episode of the show, she revealed she's gotten lipo, Botox, and filler in her nose and chin. Halfway number 5, Reed Ewig. While Modern Family actor Reed Ewig was suffering from body dysmorphia, he underwent several cosmetic procedures, all of which he regrets. He told the Huffington Post that after all the swelling from the surgeries went down, the results were not all what he expected, adding, quote, "I vowed I would never get cosmetic surgery again, even though I was still deeply insecure about my looks. It took me about 6 months before I was comfortable with people even looking at me. I wish I could go back and undo all the surgeries." While he was recovering, he decided to take some time away from acting acting. And at number 4, Jennifer Grey. The legendary Dirty Dancing star was known for her unique nose that really made her stand out from the crowd. However, in 1989, after she became a huge star, she decided to get a nose job and made her nose look like every other big star, and sadly her career shrank alongside her small nose. The nose job was pretty minor, but because her nose was so distinct before, it made her completely unrecognizable. She said about the regrettable procedure, quote, "I went into the operating room a celebrity and came out anonymous. And because nobody recognized her, she didn't have the star power the movies were looking for, and she stopped landing roles as a result." And at number 3, Rumer Willis. After Rumer stepped out looking very different from her usual self, fans speculated that she went under the knife. It was rumored that she received a nose job, reduced her chin, and had lip injections. It's not a stretch to assume that she's had work done, as Rumors admitted she supports plastic surgery and would be open if she went that route. She said, quote, "In Hollywood, I feel like there's a big stigma about hiding things, but people aren't stupid. If all of a sudden you jump from being an A cup to like double D's, people know. I just think you have to be who you are and own it, and not be ashamed to feel like you have to apologize." Rumors also opened up about feeling pressure from social media to change her looks because people are more vocal behind a computer screen. And at number 2, Bella Thorne. Bella Thorne was first known to the world as a Disney star on the show Shake It Up. But as she grew older, she changed more than what was possible naturally. Bella's been accused of having a nose job, boob job, and getting lip filler. It's speculated that she had her first lip injection when she was just 16 and had a rhinoplasty the following year. As for breast implants, one source claims she went from a 34A to a 34D. Bella has not commented directly on these surgery accusations, but from the changes it's assumed that she is not au naturel. And finally, number 1, Charlotte Crosby. The Geordie Shore star has been getting surgery ever since she got on TV and has changed drastically. It's at the point where some fans are worried she actually has a surgery addiction. Charlotte openly admitted that she'd had a nose job back in 2016. She also admits to getting lip filler once a year and getting a boob job to correct a medical condition she was born with that gave her a quote uniboob. The first cosmetic enhancement she received was a tattoo on her eyebrow so she wouldn't need to fill them in. At first, Charlotte hid her rhinoplasty from fans, but weeks later she posted a YouTube vlog about the entire process. After she posted photos from a holiday she took to Brazil, the comments accused her of getting more work done. One comment said, "She should have stopped with the surgery, Botox, and fillers a long time ago." Another person wrote, "Poor girl, her face is badly swollen. Is it an allergy?"
At number 10, Carrot Top. American comedian Carrot Top is pretty well known for his signature looks. With his bright orange hair and crazy expressions, no one can mistake him, that's for sure. However, over the years there's been speculation that the comedian has undergone a few cosmetic surgeries that have him looking a little different, some saying that he's actually been botched, but the overall consensus is that he looks pretty unrecognizable. Though he's denied ever having received plastic surgery and mostly credits his looks to his gym habits, there are others out there who think that there's something a little artificial that the comedian has been hiding from his fans, because though his body is different from working out, his face has been altered as well. It is believed that the comedian has received an eyebrow lift, Botox injections, lip filler, and laser peels, which many people see as the reasons his freckles are less evident. Because of the fillers and lifts, a lot of people think his face has been left looking a little too stiff and a little too fake.
And at number 9, Lara Flynn Boyle. Boyle was stunning in the 90s when she acted on shows like Twin Peaks and The Practice, but in the early 2000s her look started changing drastically, specifically her lips. Over time her face started to look very unnatural and nobody wanted to cast her anymore. Boyle commented before her procedures that she was scared of aging as she knew she would lose work, but her botched procedures are what have actually blacklisted her from the industry. In 2010, Paul S. Nassif told the Daily Mail, quote, "Lara Flynn Boyle appears to have had a rhinoplasty, lip augmentation, Botox, facial fillers, and possibly a brow lift and facelift," also saying she should refrain from any more procedures. Another plastic surgeon agreed, telling the outlet that she had gone overboard with the fillers for her cheeks and lips.
At number 8, Jocelyn Wildenstein. When you look up the most drastic celebrity appearances, a photo of Jocelyn Wildenstein will no doubt appear in your search. Her looks are a prime example of someone taking plastic surgery too far and looking nothing like they did before. Though she was a model back in the day, too much plastic surgery has altered her appearance forever, to the point where she's mostly plastic, mostly botched, and looks like a completely different person. Jocelyn apparently started changing her appearance to make her husband happy, and she even modeled her look after big cats because her late husband was a big cat lover. She reportedly kept a lynx as a pet, and she said that she thought that the big cat's eyes were so perfect she wanted to look just like it. Unfortunately, she went too far with her look. Over the years, she's gotten surgery on her eyes to make them look more cat-like, as well as receiving brow and facelifts, injections, implants, and more. She's loved looking nothing like how she did before all of the surgery, with her entire face being remade into something completely new and unnatural. Even though her appearance is quite drastic, Jocelyn has said that she's not done altering her looks.
And at number 7, Courtney Love. Courtney Love has admitted to having 3 major procedures to change her looks, but unfortunately she hasn't been happy with any of them. The first procedure was a liposuction on her butt. She claimed that it actually ruined her figure, and she discouraged anyone else from getting it done. She also had a mouth enhancement, which she wasn't happy with either. She said after the procedure, quote, "I just want the mouth that God gave me back. It was perfectly cute and I had nice big lips." The last procedure she has admitted to was a nose job, although after the original procedure, she ended up getting it corrected because she didn't like it, even calling it a quote little beak at one point. All this aside, Courtney looks very beautiful now, although it's clear she looks vastly different than her natural self.
At number 6, Dana Delaney. Getting Botox is a pretty common thing these days. Getting injectables seems to be the newest trend, probably because it's one of the least invasive plastic surgery procedures that you can receive. But just because it's not considered a major procedure, that doesn't necessarily mean that there's no risk, and Desperate Housewives actress Dana Delaney can tell you all about it. Dana opened up about one of the worst procedures that she's received that completely changed her face. In 2003, Dana decided to go in and receive some Botox injections after her dermatologist convinced her to try it out, and when she went in for the procedure, things went horribly wrong when the doctor performing the procedure injected the needle into the wrong place in her forehead and actually caused quite a bit of damage. When he injected the syringe into her forehead, the needle ended up striking a nerve. This then created a huge hematoma, and it actually ended up killing the nerve that was struck. Unfortunately for Dana, this mistake was pretty serious because it ended up affecting the muscle in her right eye, which caused her eye to begin to droop down slightly. Dana spoke out about the experience saying, quote, "I noticed it more than anybody else, but I was symmetrical before and now I'm not." End quote. This made her look pretty unrecognizable since it literally changed the symmetry of her face.
Halfway at number 5, Ashlee Simpson. Ashlee Simpson's career went downhill for a number of reasons, but one of those reasons is actually due to cosmetic procedures. Back in 2006, Simpson appeared on the cover of Marie Claire magazine, preaching self-acceptance of one's body, telling the magazine, quote, "Everybody is made differently, and that's what makes us beautiful and unique. I want girls to look in the mirror and feel confident," which was actually a very uncommon message at that time. But it seems that Ashlee was caught being hypocritical, and after the issue hit stands, she actually underwent a nose job. Now it's important to note that nobody probably would have cared about that nose job if she didn't preach self-acceptance beforehand. However, after people learned of this nose job, they were outraged, and the magazine actually got thousands of letters from readers about Simpson not practicing what she preached. And at number 4, Lil Kim. Lil Kim was at one point the queen of rap, even winning a Grammy. However, she became unrecognizable following dozens of surgeries and other cosmetic procedures, and her career took a hit as a result. In a 2005 interview, Kim did admit to getting a nose job, then to getting another rhinoplasty after she suffered a broken nose from an ex-boyfriend. However, she never admitted to anything more, even though other work was pretty obvious. Experts also said that she definitely had some sort of skin bleaching, using acids or creams to lighten her skin. There's also speculation that she got cheek fillers as well. Of course, the music had a part in her decline, however many fans just couldn't relate to her anymore after all her work. In at number 3, Nikki Cox. Cox was one of the most beautiful women in Hollywood in the 90s, starring in tons of hits around that time. However, after her appearance changed dramatically, so did her career. Nikki not only changed her appearance, but it seems that she was botched as well, forcing her to only do voiceover work since 2009. One plastic surgeon told Radar Online, quote, "She definitely appears to have gotten some sort of filler in her cheeks and lips. Injectables always look best on a person when they are not noticeable, not when everyone can tell that a person had work done." The doctor also says that he doesn't believe that she got anything more, even though it might seem that way, because clearly whatever work that she's done was gone overboard. And at number 2, Kenny Rogers. The late Kenny Rogers decided to undergo some cosmetic surgery, and it took a huge blow to his confidence. He told CBS host Gayle King in 2012, quote, "I was trying to hide myself. I had the money to do it and I had the time off. It's one of those things that I think everybody, you look at yourself and go, could I be better if I did this or did that?" Adding that he regrets doing anything, and he's always very curious as to what he would have looked like without it. Adding, quote, "You do it and you live with it. He also said that the changes in his appearance did not affect his music or singing voice, but rather his confidence to get on stage and make music. He even cancelled some shows during his 2018 farewell tour because he was battling health challenges, which some speculated was due to plastic surgery. And finally at number 1, Cardi B. Cardi B loves making money, and she's often said that she doesn't care much for music, but rather the money that it's brought her. However, her money train was temporarily put on hold when she had to cancel a few of her tour dates to recover from surgery. She had complications from liposuction and was still in the process of recovering from breast implants. She clapped back at critics who called her lazy for getting the lipo instead of working out, and she replied that being an entertainer is a 24-hour job and she doesn't have time to work out. She added, quote, "I hate canceling shows because I love money. I'm a money addict. I get paid a lot of money for these shows. I'm canceling millions of dollars in shows, but health is wealth, so I have to do what I have to do." Apparently all the traveling was making her body swell and putting her at serious risk of further health complications, so she decided to take a break and heal. In at number 10, Sharon Osbourne. Sharon Osbourne has been very open about her use of cosmetic procedures over the years. She even revealed in a 2013 memoir that she was done with surgery altogether, but that went out the window in 2019 when she revealed that she got another facelift, making it her 4th ever. Sharon is no stranger to cosmetic procedures. In 1999, she lost over 100 pounds after she underwent gastric bypass surgery. She also spent $120,000 on a facelift, tummy tuck, eye lift, abdominoplasty, liposuction, and Botox as well. In 2007, Sharon admitted that at that time, she had spent roughly $530,000 on cosmetic procedures in total. She's openly said in the past, quote, "There's not much I haven't tweaked, stretched, peeled, lasered, veneered, enhanced, or removed altogether." And of course, all her procedures have changed her appearance drastically. And at number 9, Julie Chen. Julie Chen is known as the host of the hit show Big Brother. She revealed to The Talk in 2013 that in the start of her career she decided to have eye surgery that would make her eyes appear larger. Apparently when she was starting out she wasn't able to get an agent because they said her Asian eyes did not look good on TV. This pushed her to get an eyelid surgery, which she does not regret. When speaking about the procedure, she said, quote, "No one's more proud of being Chinese than I am. Every decision I've made, it got me to where I am today, and I'm not going to look back." And at number 8, Heidi Montag. The reality star went from girl next door to Hollywood Barbie after she got a number of plastic surgery procedures that made her unrecognizable. She even risked her life to have 10 procedures in one single day. Just some of the procedures that she underwent were a brow lift, a nose job, lipo on her stomach and thighs, and a butt augmentation. But after all her surgeries, she revealed that she regrets the decision, and she ended up having health problems because of all the stress to her body. She told Us Weekly in 2013, quote, "I just didn't realize what I was really signing up for. It just sounds so minor when you have a surgeon describing so much of it to you, like okay, great, a little of this, a little of that. You're not told the recovery time and the mental strain it will put on you in the long term." And at number 7, Kylie Jenner. Anyone with eyes can see that Kylie Jenner has had a dramatic change in her appearance over the last few years, and it seems that she has underwent cosmetic procedures in an attempt to look more like her sister Kim. In 2016, after months of denying, she finally revealed that she received lip fillers. She even revealed to Allure that at one point she regretted her full lips. She told her sister Kim, quote, "Well, I definitely made my lips a little too big at one point," adding, "Thank God I didn't end up on BOTCHED." Kylie has not admitted to any other procedures, but it's widely speculated that she's gotten filler in her cheeks and chin, along with a Brazilian butt lift and breast implants. And at number 6, Katie Price. British model Katie Price has been open about her many plastic surgery procedures that have changed her face considerably over the years, but she recently revealed that she regrets a lot of it, and at one point she felt like a monster. Katie has told media outlets that she received a full body liposuction under her chin, and fat injected into her bum. Apparently after one round of procedures, she was told she needed a blood transfusion, but she was too scared of getting COVID to get one. At one point she was regretting it all, asking herself, "What the F have I done? Honestly, I've gone to hell and back, it was horrific. Oh my god, I look like a monster out of a horror movie." She also revealed that she lost count of how many boob jobs that she's had over the years, saying it's around 12. Katie said she was all natural until she turned 30, now she has almost everything done. Halfway number 5, Jackie Stallone. The late mother of A-list actor Sylvester Stallone revealed that she had many plastic surgery regrets in a 2013 interview. When asked if she had had work done, she said, quote, "I do, and actually I've gotten too much. I look like I've got a mouthful of nuts. It's Juvederm, too much of it. I feel as though I look like a chipmunk." She continued, "Juvederm plumps you up here," pointing at her cheeks, "but it looks like you have a mouth full of walnuts." She then explained that she's had about 3 chemical peels and about 50 injections over her lifetime. She revealed that she had never tried Botox because naturally she did not have wrinkles in her forehead. Jackie claims that she believes in plastic surgery, but thinks that Beverly Hills doctors are overrated hacks, saying that she went to other states to have work done because she doesn't trust Beverly Hills surgeons. And at number 4, Simon Cowell. Simon Cowell shocked fans when he appeared at the red carpet for the America's Got Talent quarterfinals, looking totally unrecognizable. His face was discussed at length in the media, and on the Absolute Radio Breakfast show, Dave Barry said, quote, "I remember Simon Cowell when he had his first face. I've known him a long time. The current one is a bit Slipknot. It's actually quite terrifying," with the host noting that his surgery was probably done in the dark if it came out that badly, and that a man with his money should have gotten the best surgeon in the world. After stepping out, Dr. Nyla Raja, a leading cosmetic doctor, said that he had gone a bit overboard with the Botox, adding quote, "I suspect Simon's fallen complexion is a combination of weight loss and also too much Botox." And at number 3, Khloe Kardashian. Khloe Kardashian is the sister that gets the most flack for her cosmetic enhancements, because it seems like she looks different every week. While speaking about rumors about her plastic surgery, she told host Andy Cohen that she's had 1 nose job, along with fillers, but not Botox. Years earlier on her talk show Cocktails with Khloe, she also admitted to having facial fillers dissolved, saying, quote, "My face was so messed up I had to go and get this whole thing dissolved. It was a bummer and now I'm afraid to do it again. And I'm almost like, I swear things are still in my face." Although people don't believe she hasn't touched fillers, because her face has changed dramatically since then. And at number 2, Lisa Rinna. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star is known for her signature pout that she achieved through the help of fillers, but she's gotten some other procedures that she's regretted. Apparently after she tried Botox, she was totally botched. Lisa said that she got Botox in her cheeks because all of her friends were getting it done and she wanted to try it out for herself. But after the procedure was done, Lisa said, quote, "I saw a photo and I was like, oh Jesus, that's not good, that is not good." But after that experience, she's learned that less is more, saying that she still likes Botox, but won't do anything that changes the shape of her face. And finally at number 1, Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton is my queen and I love her so much, but it's clear to her fans that she's changed a lot over the years, and she's been vocal that the changes are due to cosmetic enhancements. She told CBS Sunday Morning in 2019, quote, "It's true that I look artificial, but I believe that I'm totally real. My look is really based on a country girl's idea of glam. I wasn't naturally pretty, so I make the most of anything I've got." Dolly's admitted to many procedures, including a facelift, eye surgery, breast implants, liposuction, excess skin removal, lip injections, Botox, and more. Dolly also looks phenomenal at her age of 75 and says that she will look as young as her plastic surgeons allow. So that's all for the list, guys. Please let me know your thoughts on anything below. But before I go, I'm going to shout out some comments from mine and Bree's video on J.K. Rowling. Penny said, "Yes, also no matter how you feel about the trans community, JK has a right to also feel as she does and to voice it. Can't have it only one way." I totally agree. I mean, freedom of speech is a thing for a reason, and we should protect it in society. You should be able to say what you're thinking freely. But we really are at this point in society where you can say whatever you want, but that doesn't mean freedom from consequences, basically. Then Regina said, "Oh my god, I'm such an idiot." For a second I was like, why does it feel like Mackenzie and Bree are not really looking and talking to each other? Oh my god, do they not like each other anymore? I have taken a bit of a YouTube break the past few months, then I realized they're not even together. So yeah, the way we do collabs, we are together only for the beginning and the end. That's pretty much it, and then kind of the middle bits we are not together. So yeah, I think it's just kind of a getting used to a thing, because we haven't done collabs in a really long time. They're kind of a newer thing. I probably hadn't done collabs in over a year before just starting to do them, so I think it's just working out the kinks.